me some length. Let's go. Alright, that's good and loose. That should allow that to slip past there. Actually, I'm going to go looser than that. And then, is it that size again? It sure is. Take that out again. Stupid long extension. Sick of fighting it. Let's go. Alright, that feels pretty loose. Is it out all the way? Sure is. Alright, now inside the cab, I threw on the steering column. I need to loosen those real quick to be in business. Alright, those are still loose from before. Let's get a little pry bar action. Let's see what we can do. Pickle fork, tuning fork. Should allow that to move. I am so sick of fighting this thing, you know. Maybe if I just tap on that with a hammer and separate a little. It's supposed to be easy. There we go. Come on now. How much more do we gotta go? Not very much more. Oh, you know what? That's actually off. Sweet. I just need to loosen a bunch of bolts from below. So I'm not going to be able to show that from below. The gearbox sits here like that, and then the frame is here. There's 3 bolts that go through the frame from the outside in that have to come off out here. And then obviously the Pitman arm from below. I'm going to get the Pitman arm off first, and I will tell you guys what nut size that is so that everybody knows. I was Googling that and looking on forums, and everybody swore up and down that it was a 1 5/16. It's not a 1 5/16, it's bigger than that. I'll share what size that is. I'll get the Pitman arm puller to pull that off, and then we'll just get this thing clear out of there. It should be done pretty quick today. Alright, the sun's making this a little difficult to film, but here's the tools that I used to get this off. Finally, I finally had all the tools I needed. 1/2-inch socket, some extension, different sizes for the ratchet. These are the bolts that go through the frame and into the steering gearbox that I was talking about, and those are 5/8 is the size on those. The Pitman arm puller that I have, that's a 3/4. I used some AIM Planet Safe lubricant to help ease that Pitman arm off. This is the important one. That is a 1 7/16. That's the size you need for that guy. There we go. So get yourself one of those if you're trying to get one of these gearboxes off. Yikes. And then that is actually a 3/4 inch drive socket, so I had to go buy a 3/4 inch ratchet. So love buying new tools. I'm fine with that. I've got it loose inside of here. Now I've just got to pull it out somehow through. Man, that sun is just making this nearly impossible. I got to just lift that up out somehow. It's going to be like a puzzle to get that out of there. Let me just get that thing out. I'll show you what I had to do to get it out. Nailed it. She is. So there was just enough play in that cable. I did loosen it a little bit, but I actually didn't need to. I should have just tried it first before I messed with it. That bolt is like that long and it's rusted real bad. I would have fought that for a really long time. So don't worry about that. You should have enough play in that emergency brake cable to kind of pull it out of the way and then lift it up. And there's plenty of room here to just get that thing up and out. So the gearbox is out of the truck. Let's get it home, get it cleaned up, and I might just crack it open to see what's inside. I should probably be wearing gloves. That's a good idea. So this is the steering gearbox, all cleaned up. I didn't clean it well enough to paint it by any means. There's still some caked on grease and whatnot, but I put it through the parts washer and scrubbed it, scraped it, just so that it's not so dirty to handle it. Hands still get a little dirty when you touch it. In debating on what to do with this, I made the determination that safety is priority one. I found a replacement part for this particular model, 66 Ford F250 rear-wheel drive. It just had one part number listed. The cheapest I found it was on partsgeek.com. I'll put a link down below to the part that I ordered. It hasn't shipped yet, but the order has been placed. It's got a $65 core charge, so I have to return this one to get a credit of $65. I was going to crack this open to see like how it worked and whatever, because curiosity. I would love to see how it works on the inside, but I just don't want to do damage to it when it's worth $65 to me. So I did get to use my Jegs parts washer for the first time on this project, so that's cool. It's just kind of been a workbench, an extra workbench in the garage up till this point. It is kind of set out in the middle of my garage, so it's not super convenient, but I don't really have any more wall space to use. But anyway, that's kind of the lowdown on how you remove a manual steering gearbox from a 66 Ford F250 two-wheel drive. Manual steering, not power steering. Again, these are the 3 bolt holes that come through the frame. This is your input shaft. This is where your Pitman arm attaches. Your adjusting screw is out here on the end, and that faces up. But with that, I'll go ahead and close this video out. This is Troy with DIY Home and Auto. Be sure and like, share, subscribe, do all the things. Check the links down below. I have Amazon affiliate links down below. Amazon gives me a little bit of a kickback when you guys use those links to make purchases. It's their way of saying thank you for sending them business, and it supports me and my channel, so I appreciate that. These projects are expensive, as you guys know if you're working on vehicles yourself. So it's kind of hard to put out content super fast without a little additional support, so I appreciate that. T-shirt links down below as well. If you want to see a particular design, I'm open to suggestions as well, so let me know what you think about that. In the next couple of videos, we'll be working on Midnight Maroon. I know many of you have been waiting and dying for videos on that. I'm finally back in a position where I can work on these projects. I appreciate your patience. I appreciate your loyalty, your concern. Received many messages from people wondering if we were okay because the last video that I posted on that, we actually had. I'll reassure you right now, everybody in our family is happy, healthy, strong. I've just been tied up at work. I have a crazy day job that's very demanding, so I'm in kind of a low. I don't want to rock that boat too much, but I'm going to take advantage of the quiet season and get some work done. So we'll get some videos out for you guys. I appreciate it. This is Troy with DIY Home and Auto, and we'll see you guys in the next video.